Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it will be a one brand makeup look featuring Wet n Wild. I am so excited. I love Wet n Wild. So let's just jump right into the video. First product is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Water Drop Primer. So for the next Wet n Wild product is the Photo Focus Foundation, and I am in the shade Buff Bisque. I will be using a Wet n Wild sponge to blend out my foundation. Next product is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and I am in the shade Light Honey. Next is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. Like this. Next, I'll be using the Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil, and I have it in the shade Medium Brown. The next Wet n Wild product is the Megaglo Contouring Palette in the shade Dulce de Leche. I'm going to use this side. The next Wet n Wild product is the Color Icon Blush in Pearlescent Pink. Okay, I know I look crazy, but since I don't have an eyeshadow palette, I will be using my blush just to bring in a little bit of color to the eyelids. Next is the highlight part, my favorite part. I'll be using the Wet n Wild Megaglo Highlighting Palette. This is how it looks. I'll be using this shade Golden Flower Crown. This one. For the inner corner, I'm going in with Blossom Glow, and that is the pinky shade on this side. The next Wet n Wild product is the Ultimate Brow Mascara. So for mascara, I will be using the Mega Length Waterproof Mascara in Very Black. The next Wet n Wild product is the gel lip liner in the shade Bare to Comment. Next, I'll be using Megalast Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick in the shade Oh My Dolly. The last Wet n Wild product is the Photo Focus 3-in-1 Primer Water, and I have it in Coconut. So this is the finished look using all of the Wet n Wild product. Okay, first I used the Wet n Wild sponge. I love this sponge. I think it's really good. I have to keep trying it, of course. I've been trying the sponge for a couple months now, and I feel like it's a really good sponge, affordable. It's almost like the Beauty Blender, I want to say. Next is the Wet n Wild Water Drop Primer. The first time I used it was good, so hopefully it continues to be good and it doesn't make me oily, because I know this is a water-based product and I know it's mainly for hydration. I have combination skin, so sometimes when it comes to hydrating products it doesn't work well with me, but so far this has been working well. The primer does have a coconut scent to it. It does feel very hydrating and it's very nice and smooth. Next is the Wet n Wild foundation. It keeps me matte for, I want to say, a good 4 to 5 hours max. I want to say it doesn't keep me matte for such a long period of time. It is buildable, full coverage. It has a spatula applicator. It kind of smells like paint or chemicals, but the smell goes away after you blend it out and everything. The smells really don't bother me as long as it goes away. Next is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. I haven't tried it. Today's the first time I use it, so I mean, the powder was very smooth. It didn't leave me white. For the most part, it's pretty good. Next is the Wet n Wild Contouring Palette. I mainly just used the contouring side and I did apply a little bit. You can apply a lot, but I do notice that it's a little on the darker side and it's very, very pigmented. As far as this palette, the product, I feel like it's really, really good. It blends well. It's not chalky. Next is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush. I have it in the shade Pearlescent Pink. I never have negative comments about blushes. This blush did blend and it's very pigmented. Next is the Ultimate Brow Mascara in the shade Nothing But Bru-Nette. This is a tinted eyebrow mascara. I do wear this on its own when I don't use foundation or anything, and it's a really great product. It doesn't fade. Next is the Retractable Brow Pencil in the shade Medium Brown. This is more of an angle, blends well, it glides on the eyebrow. Next is the Wet n Wild Mega Length Waterproof Mascara in the shade Very Black. This is how the one looks. I have no complaints about this mascara so far. I have been using it the last couple months and so far so good. I feel like it keeps my eyelashes nice and long. That's what I look for in a mascara length. The next product is the Wet n Wild Highlighting Palette. I love this palette. Thank you, sister. She bought it for me for Christmas. I love this mascara. What the? I love this highlighting palette. It's one of my favorites. I use this all over my cheekbones, and then I use this in the inner corner. I felt like this palette was so convenient. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with these single ones, these right here, and they work the same. Next is the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in the shade Bear to Comment. It's a round tip, but as far as this lip liner is very pigmented, it was gliding on my lips nice and smooth. Next is the Megalast Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick in Oh My Dolly. This color is so good. I love it. It's a beautiful color. It dries matte, does not transfer, it doesn't crumble or crack. This is a very comfortable formula. The wand, it kind of curves in here. You can't really see it, but it has a little curve. Oh, there it goes. It has a little curve. Lastly, we have the Photo Focus 3-in-1 primer water. Again, I have it in coconut. It smells like coconuts. Smell does go away. You don't smell like a coconut the whole day. When I sprayed my face, it sprayed it nice and even. I will continue using all these products as mentioned, so look out for that. So for my next one brand makeup tutorial, it will be on Rimmel. I am so excited. I haven't used a lot of their products. I believe I've only used 2 to 3 things, but for the most part, everything will be new. So look out for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.